If you need to talk to somebody to understand your work, forget it. It's always the other side has to see and get interested in something and ask you a question. Why do you do this? Why do you? And then suddenly you can grow together in some interesting outcome. I'm doing geometric work. It's work which is calculated. That means I write algorithms, and the algorithms become my visual work. I come from music. I was a jazz musician. Music is an abstract medium. I came into abstract painting somehow later, but abstract was always the basis of my thinking. I want to invent something. That means what I'm doing didn't exist before. I mean, if you want, I can turn on some of this machine. What I did here, you have to imagine a 10th dimensional hypercube is like 40,000 cubes, put together. But I cannot show 40,000 cubes. This makes no sense, And each side of these little cubes you make randomly black or white. When you throw hundreds of cubes in a box, and you look from the top, all the black adds up and all the white adds up. But now it moves and it stays together. That's what that is. The idea is like if you have a tree and the sun shines, all the leaves add up to make a shadow on the floor. I found a book from Professor Max Betze. He was talking then about an art which doesn't come from the stomach, but from the brain, that you make a rational art, and that was exactly what I didn't do. And I thought, Jesus, that's exciting, but what is it? I had to do something else. I met Barbeau, the musician, composer, and he made already computer music. Through him I understood that if I want to have a content, I have to write an algorithm. And in 1967, you couldn't go to a school somewhere. Nobody knew what programming is. I saw a program about the meteorology in Paris, which were drawing the weather maps with a plotter. And I said, that's what I need. When I walked in and said, I want to make art, I said, you're crazy. In the end, they let me work there. And I got official permission, and I worked every night for 12 years. I want to write a logical context which creates a form which I didn't know before. So I write algorithms which create my art. This thin black line you see there, the white is the width of each line. So there's a black one and a white one. The black one is always behind and the white in front, and they're fighting for space. Because you see that it creates its forms without me knowing it, and yet I know what it does. The art world at that time was not interested. They were horrified. When you hear the word computer, they turned away. The human can't stand that the machine does something incredible, which I can't do. Physically, I can't make a straight line. I can't do this. I can't calculate that. And the machine translates my ideas and does it better than me. Every work I do has its own necessity how to be presented. Sometimes I make a drawing, sometimes I make a movie out of it. So it's every time different. Any technology is an extension of myself. I create an environment, a space, a drawing, which has an order. And I communicate that order to your order. Because you compare what you know with this order. And you might get excited because something talks to you. And this talking to you, this communication, order comparing of brains, that's what I'm doing.